So all right guys, welcome back to GreenMotion. So as you guys can see from that video clip at the intro, I was really putting that Discovery to its limit. Or maybe it was pushing me to my limit, one or the other. But anyways, I got another great wipeout that's gonna come up in a little bit here. So we took this Discovery out this last weekend just to run it through its paces, see what it could do. It's an incredible machine, man. That thing is fast. I got it up to 26 miles an hour with pedal assist going. And of course, you can do the full 20 miles an hour with just the throttle, which is a thumb trigger ATV or snowmobile style. For those of you who are familiar with that, I kind of like those little thumb triggers, are cool. But anyways, I was down there with my buddy Mike's, his daughter, her boyfriend, and a friend of theirs. And they want to take it down to the bike park that they're just putting in town here. And man, I wasn't going to be jumping in the bowls or doing nothing like that on the terrain park, but they had left the outside of the park was like unfinished. And it was basically just like rough construction zone kind of shit, gravelly. Dirt was all loose, big ass rocks and shit everywhere. But the other two guys, the younger guys I was with, didn't seem too into doing it. Man, it was real loose, you know, you couldn't really get too good a traction or anything, but I was like, man, screw it. I got this big old knobby, hardcore 48 volt, one of the very first 48 volt e-bikes I've looked at, and that thing really hops when you press that throttle, man. This is one that's going to be even easier for Gordon to be able to do wheelies and stuff on, because it really has that initial acceleration that you get. So even though all the class 2 bikes have 20 mile an hour speed limits, they don't all get up to that 20 miles an hour at the same rate, if you know what I'm saying. Some of them get from 0 to 20 like that. Anyways, this Discovery, it's got a little bit of that sensitive, you know, tricky thumb throttle, man. You press a little bit too much on that loose dirt and that back tire was just gonna spin and kick right out. And that's what happened to me on the clip you guys can see, trying to come around that tight turn sort of at the top there. I hit a big rock that basically hitting that throttle, kicked it out from under me, and I went down hard. But as you can see, me and the bike still doing good. I actually started, I thought maybe if I turned around and went back the other way, I'd have a little bit more luck. Here was my second attempt, went pretty good for a little while, going back around the other direction. Let's go ahead and check some of that out. So as you guys can see, I was actually doing pretty good there for a while. And then all of a sudden that thing bucked me off like a horse kicking off a rider, man. Just out of nowhere. But like I said, coming around, I was going to try to gun it a little bit to come down that hill. Didn't quite make the corner before I hit the throttle. And man, that back tire just went right out. Kicked me down that little ravine, man. But like I said, some scrapes and scratches and whatnot, but that's good for the kids out there, good for the adults too, man. I think one of the problems is once people get into their 40s, they start becoming super cautious, like, oh, I can't get hurt, I can't do this. You get scared of getting injured, and then basically what happens is by the time you're 60, you're like freaking a China doll, you know? You're fragile as glass. You got to keep taking the pound and keep, you know, making your body work and repair and heal and do shit, man. That's what being alive is. Going out and eating a little dirt once in a while. I did kind of feel like I had back in high school finishing a football practice, man. I was aching for about a day after that. But like I said, man, that's good for you. Keeps you young. So I do have some more footage of me cruising around on the street with that thing. I think Gordon was riding it a little bit too. So I'll show you guys that this thing actually held up just fine, man. Nothing on it. I didn't have to even straighten or adjust anything, man. That bike is tough. So that is the Discovery. That is a 48 volt, 300 watt rear hub motor. And that thing, even with those big 4-inch fat tires and heavier steel construction on that frame, it's still gonna give you a full 25 mile range on pedal assist. So it's fast, it's tough, it's durable, and it's gonna let you cover a lot of terrain. I guess that's why they call it the Discovery. And then don't forget to comment down below. I get lonely over here on GreenMotion with hardly any comments, so I actually miss those a lot. So I'd love to see what you guys think about it, especially if you got any requests, other bikes you'd like to see me do, other topics, you know, related to e-bikes that you'd like to hear. I will do my best to cover all of those for you guys. So I appreciate you hanging out with me today. It is actually getting kind of nice, so I can either hang at home, lick my wounds, or I could just get back out there on an e-bike today. I think I'm gonna do that. So use that link if you want to get out there and do some discovery of your own. Check out the new website. We have most, if not all, of the bikes we look at here available on the website now. And here's that little bit of footage I told you I'd give you guys of us cruising that Discovery around the street. Have a great day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.